Welcome back, everyone, to another exciting episode of the Functional Longevity Podcast. We give you insight on how to get fit, feel younger, and live better. I'm your host, Chris Border, best-selling author and owner of Y.E.S Fitness. Let me first thank you for taking time from a busy day to listen to what I've got to say. Some interesting information today, especially for women, although there's some stats in here about men as well. So listen to the whole thing. But before we get started, let me thank our sponsor, Y.E.S Fitness. Most people lose the ability to enjoy life as they age. At Y.E.S Fitness, we help people 40 plus get fit so they can live longer and enjoy those extra years doing the things they love to do. Some quick housekeeping here. You can get a timestamp or a transcript of today's broadcast by heading on over to yesfitnessct.com. Scroll across the top till you find podcasts. Click on that, and you'll have access to any one of our now 299 episodes. And you can also get this broadcast wherever podcasts can be found. Hidden reasons strength training extends women's longevity. Today, we dive deep into the latest research and insights to empower you on your journey to a healthier life. Today, we're discussing a groundbreaking study that reveals how strength training can significantly enhance longevity in women. So grab your favorite smoothie, settle into your comfy chair, and let's get started. Resistance training isn't just about pumping iron, making big muscles. It's about sculpting a longer, healthier life. Not just about sculpting the body, but it's really more about sculpting a longer, healthier life. A recent study led by the esteemed Martha Gulati, director of preventative cardiology at Cedars-Sinai in Los Angeles, sheds light on the remarkable benefits of strength training for women. Out of 400,000 participants, only 1 in 5, or about 20% of women, engage in regular weight training. But what's truly astounding is the impact it had on their health outcomes. They saw tremendous benefits. Dr. Gulati and her team discovered that women who incorporated strength training into their routines 2 to 3 days a week experienced a significant reduction in cardiovascular mortality, up to a staggering 30%. That number is staggering. Lift weights 2 to 3 times a week, and you're going to significantly reduce your cardiovascular risk of mortality by a staggering 30%. That's not just impressive. It is life-changing. But the benefits don't stop there. Strength training isn't just about building muscle. It's about fortifying bones, enhancing joint health, boosting mood, and optimizing metabolic function. In a society where aerobic exercise often takes the spotlight, these findings underscore the importance of a balanced approach to fitness, one that embraces both cardio and strength training. My opinion, I would choose strength training over cardio if you only had one thing to do. But these findings are part of a larger study published in the Journal of American College of Cardiology, which evaluated the difference in the effects of exercise between men and women. This is extremely interesting. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. While the study finds that even small doses of exercise are beneficial for everyone, the data shows that women need less exercise than men do to get the same gains in longevity. The benefits of being a woman. Women who did moderate intensity exercise, such as a brisk walk, 5 times a week, it reduced their risk of premature death by 24%, compared to 18% for men. Despite the difference, the take-home message here is everybody needs to start moving. Everybody needs to start moving. Whether you're getting the benefits 24% or 18%, those are significant numbers. But why the difference, you say? Well, it all comes down to biology. Women naturally possess less muscle mass and lower aerobic capacity than men. But here's the kicker: women also have more capillaries feeding their muscles. This means that women can achieve significant improvements in strength and aerobic capacity with less exercise. It's like getting more bang for your buck. So, what's the takeaway from all this? It's simple. Let's get moving. Whether you're hitting the gym, taking a brisk walk, incorporating some resistance band work in your routine at home, every little bit counts. Doing some squats in a chair, whatever it might be, everything counts. And remember, it's never too late to start reaping the benefits of strength training. The results show a little can go a long way. The benefits start as soon as you start moving. While female weightlifters and bodybuilders are getting a lot of visibility on social media, and numerous gyms and workout studios are integrating weight training into their programs, there remains a significant hesitancy among women. And despite this trend, approximately 80% of women surveyed in the study admitted to not engaging in regular strength training. It's only 20% of the women out there doing some strength training. But I get it. Strength training can be intimidating. That's why it's essential to find activities that suit your preferences and abilities. You need to find someone who knows what they're doing. You need to find someone like us at Y.E.S Fitness. We work with women, we work with men, all ages, whether they've never exercised before or they haven't exercised in a long time. So whether you're lifting weights, you're doing exercise, or resistance band, a strength training regimen is necessary for everyone. And with more gyms and workout studios, whether you're in the area to work out at Y.E.S Fitness or you can work with us remotely, there's never been a better time to embrace the power of resistance training. So what are you waiting for? Let's embark on this journey together, one rep at a time. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know if you need help. Because when it comes to longevity and vitality, strength is truly the ultimate superpower. The findings in this new study fit with the physical activity guidelines for Americans. It recommends that adults get a minimum of 2.5 hours of moderate intensity exercise a week. That's 30 minutes a day. Get moving. And just most days, right? And the guidelines also call for doing strength training based activities at least 2 days a week. Strength training can take it as little as 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes. When performed correctly, you don't need to waste a lot of time. When it can be designed specifically to your needs, so you can overcome any obstacles you might be having, scheduling wise, or injuries, or contraindications to exercise, health issues. The increase in lifespan can likely be explained in part by the well-being that comes from the other hidden benefits. So here are 5 ways building strength can boost good health beyond the fact of cardiovascular mortality. Strength training helps protect your joints. Physical therapists often recommend resistance training to patients with knee and hip pain. Strength training protects joints, resulting in less stress throughout the body. It's not my fault. I'm irritated. They blame it on weak muscles. Strong muscles support the joints, which can help decrease joint pain. And I recommend starting small and simple. Find someone who knows what they're doing. Again, that's going to bring you around gradually. That's going to increase the intensity over time based upon your level of fitness, where you're at. Number 2, muscle burns more calories. Aerobic exercise, such as running and cycling, typically burns more calories in real time compared to strength training. But I can tell you there's some strength training routines that can burn calories just like aerobic exercise. But people who weight train can get a boost in calorie burning over the long term, their resting metabolic rate. When you're doing resistance training, you're building muscle. That muscle requires energy. So adding muscle mass can help people burn more calories. Research that shows weight training and resistance training can help people lose more fat and improve body composition. And we've done many broadcasts on the fact that strength training is more important than cardiovascular training in when you're trying to lose fat or change your body composition. Just back. So number 3, resistance training protects against injuries and falls. As I've spoken about before, millions of Americans, especially women, are under-muscled, and muscle mass is a predictor of longevity. You may not have known that, but muscle mass is a predictor of longevity. And since muscle mass peaks in our 30s and then starts a long, slow decline, we need to take steps to slow this down, stop the decline. If we don't do strength training exercise, we're likely to become weak and increase our risk for falls, which is the top cause of death amongst older adults in the U.S. And since muscle loss also affects sarcopenia, affects more than 45% of older adults in the U.S., it's important to know about it and the steps to take to prevent it. Sarcopenia, loss of bone density. So strength training improves bone density, which also protects against injuries and falls. People can get the biggest bang for their buck when they're starting by focusing on lower body exercises that work big muscle groups in their legs. So number 4, strength training helps control blood sugar. About 1 in 3 adults in the U.S. has prediabetes. Strength training can help control blood sugar by cleaning glucose out of the bloodstream. When we use our muscles during exercise, whether it's pushing, pulling, lifting, moving, pushing, whatever it might be, they require more glucose for energy. And this explains why exercise after meals can help control blood sugar. A recent study found strength training can be even more effective than aerobic activity in controlling blood sugar in people with diabetes. And number 5, muscle building may help boost mood. Let's keep ourselves in a good mood. We know what mindset does for longevity. A meta-analysis published in the medical journal JAMA Psychiatry in 2018, which included the results of more than 30 clinical trials, find that a reduction in symptoms of depression among people who did weight training 2 times a week or more. Strength training has also been shown to improve depressive symptoms in people at risk of metabolic disease. And research shows strength training can tamp down anxiety too. It gets your blood flowing when performing correctly, and it just feels good. So there's 5 hidden reasons why you should do some strength training, along with that first one right at the beginning, how it's going to reduce your risk of cardiovascular mortality. Hey, again, if you don't know what to do, pick up my book, give me a call, text me. It is so important. Strength training is just so important for men and women, but especially you can see with women, to live longer, healthier lives and be able to function as we live longer. And that's the key, right? Don't just live longer, but be able to function while we're living longer. So I hope this is helpful. I hope this inspires you to get moving. If you can inspire one person to move and start training, and I've done my job. So again, thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and we'll look again next week for more information on how to get fit